I see this situation in this scenario for the Chicago Bears, and I see Zion Young mocked to them by Mel Kiper here. And, you know, kind of how he breaks this down is that the Chicago Bears have needed pass rush help for a while. Zion Young provides that at 25, especially if he is available. When you look at his PFF numbers, he does grade out as one of those players that should be able to create consistent pressure. But this is one of the guys for me, JC, that when you turn the tape on, yes, he does have a solid pass rush grade. Yes, he does have a solid run defense grade. But I don't feel like I see that all the time on tape. And I'm not just talking about the highlight plays here. I'm talking about when you actually sit there and watch through some of his games, the games where you see him truly stand out are versus the teams that you would expect him to stand out against, right? I mean, you got LAWS, I think was the abbreviation on there. It's like, okay,
law school.
You should go out there and beat them, right? When you look at, you know, his game versus teams like Texas A&M, you see a very different quarterback. But versus Auburn, he stepped up. Versus Oklahoma, he stepped up. So it's just, to me, I see a player, and again, this is college. There's development that can take place. It doesn't mean it's the end of the world. But I see a player who's a little bit inconsistent with his dominance, and I kind of feel like the Bears have that in the building already. Not to say he's not nice. I think that there's a player that can be developed there, but when you're having a conversation on, you know, who you can take at 25, I think this is probably the wrong way to look at the first round, but I think it's at 25, I'm looking at it as how high is someone's floor. To me, with Zion Young, I see a lower floor, maybe a higher ceiling.